Tesla adds new stuff all the time, but the funny thing is, most owners never find the best features because they're hidden in weird places, buried in menus, or they're just never explained. I'm Mike Seuss, and a few years ago, I posted a video called 20 Tesla hidden features you'll actually care about. And that video ended up passing 2 million views because it wasn't just random trivia, it was stuff you can actually use. And a lot of people had no idea it existed. Now, today, I'm doing a 2026 update, but I'm only focusing on features that are actually useful and that you can go test yourself right now. And the first one is something I really recommend you show passengers, because if they ever needed it in an emergency, they would never find it on their own. All right, let's jump in. The first hidden feature is that the rear door manual release is in a completely different spot than the front. Most Tesla owners know that the front doors have a manual release, and it's pretty obvious once you've seen it. But the rear doors are totally different, and Tesla hides it. So next time you're in the back seat, look around the door panel area near the lower part of the door or under a small trim cover. Depending on the model, you'll find a little cover that you can pop open, and underneath that is a mechanical release. Once you find it one time, you'll never forget it. But until someone shows you, most people have no idea that it's there. Now here's one almost nobody realizes. You can add your own custom lock sound, not just choose from Tesla's menu, your own sound. Here's how. Find a sound you like and make sure it's a .wav file. If it's an MP3, just use a free online converter to turn it into a wave. Then rename the file exactly to lockchime.wav. It has to be spelled exactly like that. Make sure the file is under 1 megabyte or it won't work. Load that file onto your Tesla's USB drive, plug it into the car, then go to Controls, Locks, and choose USB from the Lock Sounds options, and that's it. Now every time your car locks, it plays your custom sound. Most Tesla owners have no idea this is even possible. The next one is Live Sentry mode, and this is one of those features that people hear about but they don't realize how powerful it actually is. Live Sentry lets you view your cameras in real time, and it also lets you speak through your Tesla's external speaker from your phone. To use it, you open the Tesla app, go to this section called Security and Drivers, make sure Sentry mode is turned on, and then you tap Live View Camera. When the live view opens, look for the microphone icon in the corner. You can press and hold that and talk to your phone, and your voice will be played through the car. Hey, I'm talking through my Tesla. Can you hear me? I can see you, but you can't see me. I'm talking through the Tesla right now. You cannot see me, but I can see you. It's just honestly wild the first time you do it, but keep in mind, you need premium connectivity for this feature. So if you don't see the live camera option, that's typically the reason. Next, you can close all the windows from the app with one command. And a lot of people don't realize you can do this because most people only use the vent button. But in the Tesla app, if you go to Controls and you find the window option, you can vent the windows, and you can also close them. So if you ever left your windows cracked and it starts raining, you don't have to run outside. You just open the app, tap close, and it rolls every window up at once. You can actually use the microphone for text input throughout Tesla's menus. A lot of people don't realize it works in more places than just voice commands. If you tap into a text field like navigation search, Wi-Fi, browser search, or things like that, just tap the microphone button on the steering wheel and speak naturally, and it turns your speech into text. Once you get used to it, it's a faster way than typing on the screen. Now this one is an iPhone thing, but you can actually control your Tesla with Siri, and you can even ask it questions. You can say things like, how much battery do I have left? Or you can tell Siri to unlock the doors, honk the horn, that kind of stuff. To get it working, you need to give Siri permission to communicate with the Tesla app. So on your iPhone, go into Settings, scroll down to Tesla, and then tap Siri in search. And you want to make sure all the options are enabled. Once that's turned on, just try it. Say, Siri, what's my Tesla battery? Or Siri, unlock my Tesla, and see what it does. Once it's working, it feels like one of those futuristic features that people don't even realize they already have. Now, here's a weird one. Holding the voice button down does something different than just tapping it. Most people tap it once and talk, but if you press and hold it instead, it can trigger different behavior depending on your software version. So try it. Tap it once and see what it does. Then press and hold and speak your command. A lot of people find it feels more responsive, or it triggers a slightly different voice mode or even grok, and Tesla never really explains it. Another feature that's insanely useful is sending any address to your Tesla, even if it came from a text or an email. A lot of people think that it only works with map apps, but you can do it from basically anywhere. If someone texts you an address, you can press and hold the address, hit share, and select the Tesla app, and it will pop right onto your Tesla screen, ready to navigate. After you do it a few times, typing addresses into the Tesla screen feels so slow. And by the way, if you're watching this and you like these kinds of "how did I not know this" features, definitely check out my older hidden feature videos after this, because those have a bunch of the classic ones that people still use every day. This next one sounds almost fake, but it's real. You can switch gears while the car is still moving, as long as you're under about 5 miles per hour. So basically at super low speed, you can go from drive to reverse without coming to a full stop. This can be useful in certain emergency situations where you need to quickly change direction. If you want to safely test it, do it in an empty parking lot. Roll forward at a walking speed, then move the gear selector to reverse. The car won't let you do it at higher speeds, but under that threshold, it works. Next, your trunk can remember different opening heights at different locations. A lot of people know how to set trunk height, but they don't realize that you can set it based on where you're at, which is perfect if you have a low garage at home, but you want it to open fully everywhere else. To set it, open the trunk where you want it lower, manually move the trunk height to the height you want, then press and hold the trunk close button until you hear a chime. That location is now saved, so the trunk opens differently depending where you are. Quick side note while we're still here, because after delivery, most people start upgrading their Tesla pretty fast. If you want a clean place to shop Tesla accessories by model, you can find everything at accessoriesfortesla.com. And if you want an upgrade you'll actually feel every single drive, check out teslaneckpillows.com and use code MS15 to save 15%. Alright, back to the list. Now this next one is huge, and it's something you hope you never need, but if you ever do need it, it can be a lifesaver. Tesla can provide a free data report after an accident, and I'm not talking about basic information. This report can include accelerator and brake positions, steering wheel angle and torque, seatbelt status, whether autopilot or cruise was on, and a bunch more. And you can also receive the camera footage, including angles you normally can't access. Tesla uses a specific request link for this, so I'm putting that link in the description so you can save it now, just in case you ever need it down the road. Alright, now let's keep going. If your phone overheats on the wireless charging pad, you can actually disable the wireless charging completely on some Teslas. This is a hidden setting, and not everyone knows where to find it. You tap the car icon, go into controls, and depending on your software version, it can show up under charging or interior. If you see a wireless charging toggle, switch it off. Then you can use just a cable when you want a reliable charging without the heat. Now, the Tesla app quick controls are another one that's more customizable than most people think. You know those 4 buttons that show up like unlock, climate, charge port, and front? You can customize those. If you press and hold on that row of quick controls, you can drag different controls into that spot. So if you don't care about opening the charge port from there, you can swap it for something you might use more. And there's another hidden trick here too. You can actually add a 5th control. You can do it by dragging one more control toward the edge until it snaps in. Once you do that, it's one of those small changes that saves you time every day. Another simple one that makes charging easier is opening the charge port without touching the screen. The easiest method is using the button on the Tesla charging handle. If you're near the car and you press the button on the handle, the charge port door pops open. You can also open it from the app by going into controls and tapping open charge port. Once you start using those methods, opening it from the touchscreen feels like extra steps. If you have an iPhone, the Tesla widget is another thing a lot of owners completely overlook. It lets you see the car's battery level and other info right on your home screen. And depending on the widget, you can even access your quick controls from there. To add it, press and hold on your home screen until your app starts wiggling, then tap edit, then add widget. Search Tesla and choose the widget size you want. It's one of those small quality of life upgrades that makes the app feel more useful. Slip start is another feature that people only find when they're already stuck. If you're in mud, snow, or ice, slip start helps by reducing traction control limits so the wheels can spin enough to get you unstuck. To turn it on, go into settings, then controls, then pedals and steering, and you'll see slip start. Turn it on while you're stuck, and once you're free, turn it back off. It's not something you use daily, but when you need it, it matters. Now, the charge port also has a hidden mechanical release. This is one of those you should know where it is before you need it features. If a charge cable ever gets stuck and won't release normally, there's a manual pull cable. In most Teslas, you open the trunk and look behind the side trim panel on the side closest to the charge port. You'll find a small release cable. Pulling it releases the connector manually. You can also access all cameras in a way that a lot of owners never discover. There's a camera preview section that lets you view camera feeds, including the interior camera and other views. To find it, go into settings, then service, then scroll till you see camera preview. Tap that and you can see what the car sees. It's useful for checking visibility, alignment, or just confirming everything is working correctly. Now the tire pressure reset is hidden where almost nobody looks. If you fill your tires and you still have a warning, Tesla has a reset option that helps the system relearn. To find it, tap the car icon, go to service, then tire pressure, and you'll see the reset option. You only want to do it after the tires are properly inflated, but once you do, it can clear those stubborn warnings. Another trick that's basically free premium connectivity is using your phone hotspot. It's not identical to premium connectivity, but it gets you a lot of the same convenience. Turn on your phone's hotspot, then in your Tesla, connect to it through Wi-Fi settings. If your car has the options to stay connected while driving, enable that. This can help you get things like maps data, streaming features depending on what you use, browser, and more, without paying for the subscription. Here's one of the simplest hidden features, but people love it. You can switch the battery icon between percentage and miles instantly. All you do is tap on the battery icon once, and it flips. Tap again, and it flips back. It's such a small thing, but once you know it's there, you can set the car up the way you prefer in 1 second. Another shortcut that's surprisingly useful is turning off climate instantly by long pressing the temperature icon. Most people open the full climate screen and hit off, but if you press and hold the temperature number in the dock, it turns climate off right away. Once you learn that, it's the quickest way to shut everything down. And the last one is a hard reset that a lot of people don't realize exists. Most owners know holding both scroll wheels resets the screen, but if you keep holding longer, it can act like a deeper reset. To do it, press and hold both scroll wheels until the screen goes black. Then keep holding a few extra seconds before you let go. The car will reboot and you can fix stubborn glitches that don't clear with a quick restart. So that's the updated hidden features list for 2026. And honestly, if you never tested some of these, go try a few of them today, because they're the type of little tricks that make owning a Tesla feel more fun and effortless. And if you want even more hidden Tesla features, I'm telling you, go watch my other Tesla hidden features video on this channel. Start with 20 Tesla hidden features you'll actually care about, because that one is the reason this whole series exists. And then check out 20 more hidden features you need to know. After that, those 3 videos together are basically a full masterclass of Tesla hidden features. Before you go, if you want Tesla accessories organized by model, that's accessoriesfortesla.com. And if you want a comfort upgrade that you'll feel every single drive, TeslaNeckPillows.com. And remember to use code MS15 to save 15%. And anything I mentioned that's on Amazon, I'll put the affiliate links in the description so you can find the exact items quickly. Hit like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.